What's going on, everyone? Welcome again to the GodFearingPodcast. I am your host, Robert V. And there's something very surprising that I think has been pretty crazy in our pop culture with all this YouTube stuff, the YouTube space. Logan Paul professes that he thinks about Jesus in his before his boxing match with Dillon Danis, which I think is pretty crazy because he's had a lot of people that have come to him about their faith or tried to help him understand better in Jesus and Christianity and stuff. He had George Janko, which I don't know if you guys know who he is. He is a podcaster as well, and he was with Logan Paul on the Impulsive podcast. Uh, I think last year. I think he just got off. I'm not exactly sure, but he was on the podcast with Logan because they were good friends, and he did that. And he was professing. He was a George was a professing Christian, and he would always talk about it on the podcast with Logan. And I think little by little, it starts to really rub on him up to this point, which I think is pretty crazy. How hopefully someone like Logan Paul can come to Jesus, because if he can come to Jesus, how many more can he bring to Jesus with him? So we're gonna go check this out, just so you guys see the video of what I'm talking about. And just a quick warning: there is a little bit of cussing, so hide your kids, make sure they're tuning in. Um, Hopefully that with these cuss words is not as bad. But yeah, a little bit of cussing, so just be aware of that, all right? So here we go. So so when you if you actually saw the press conferences before the fight and stuff, you can really see Dylan Danis getting inside Logan's head, getting under his skin, like he was saying, because there was some stuff, man, that I was just like, what the heck are they saying? Or what is he saying to him? He talked about his girl. He talked about what he does. He talked about how he was a clown, stuff like that. Like, I think the one that really rubbed him was the one where he talked about his I think his future wife, I believe. Yes, and that he, because if you don't know the context of his girlfriend, I believe right now, or yeah, his girlfriend right now is known to be, how do I say this in a very nice manner, tends to be very out there. And what I mean by that is she's been with a lot of people, and because of that, she's been with celebrities and actors and stuff like that. And because of that, Dylan mentioned that too, and obviously it got under Logan's skin. And because of that, this is where we're at, right? So here we go. Well, watch the next.
In the beginning of the fight, you said, "I forgive you, Dylan." That shit was hard, but did you mean that? Did you actually like mentally tell yourself, "I'm gonna forgive this guy," or are you just fucking putting on a show?
So the major challenge for me in this fight, as we knew, was that this guy got under my skin. How could he not? How could any person watch what he did to the person you love most in the world and be okay with it and not want to actually murder this human being? But as I just described, I'm not that type of athlete. I'm not that type of person. When I lead with aggression and I'm fighting with emotion, I'm not in my best state. And when we did that face to face with the glass, he's standing across from me, and I learned that he riles me up. He brings out that side of me that goes, I want to fucking kill this guy. And that's not good. It's
Have you
not.
tried that though?
I try, but then I just look stupid throwing
for
wild
it.
punches and then I get caught. I'd get caught with something, and he gets that knockout that the world was waiting for, and it didn't happen. Like the story was not meant to be written that way. So I come back to the house, and I'm like, damn, it might be harder to flip that switch into calmness and tranquility and fighting with my mind, not my heart, than I thought. How do I do this? So me and Nina sat right over there. We had a meditation. And in this meditation, I'm sitting here. I go, how can I go into this as calm as possible and not want to fight with the emotion? And this word kept coming to my mind: forgiveness. forgiveness, forgiveness. And then, man, y'all gonna laugh at me. The internet's gonna laugh at me, but bro, Jesus came into my mind.
Let's
I
fucking
swear to
go.
God. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I swear to God, dude. I was like, fuck, bro.
What a nice thing to hear on
I was
Sunday,
like,
dude.
fucking-
It's about time.
I was like, fucking Jesus is like the man who has mastered forgiveness, the power of forgiveness. A whole religion was built on the power of forgiveness. Like the amount of
Wow.
followers he has because of this one principle that if you can grasp it, and it's hard to grasp. You know how hard it was for me to go, I forgive you, bro. I forgive you for making my life hell. I forgive you for hurting the person I love most in this world for months on end when she's done nothing to you. But I knew that if I could do it, and I knew that if I meant that I actually forgave him, I could enter this fight with a calm mind and just box. I'm not here to fight. It's just a guy, a nameless, faceless opponent, another hard spar, and I'm not going to go in there and fight with emotion. I'm just going to simply do my job in my office tonight, which happens to be a boxing ring.
Damn.
So I did mean it when I said I forgive him.
All right, so we'll pause it there. And he goes on to talk about George Janko, which how he's mentioning there, who was on his podcast, or what they were together on a podcast they were friends for a long time. I'm pretty sure they're still friends. I don't know exactly how that deal's going on. But yeah, he was a Christian. George was a Christian, and he was professing Logan all the time. But isn't that interesting? Like someone like Logan Paul realizes that they forgive someone, and Jesus comes into their head. I wonder what that is, right? I believe sometimes that may be that Jesus is knocking at the door, right? He's knocking at the door of our hearts, and because he's knocking at the door, we tend to start to see those little things, and we start to grasp like, oh my gosh, he's there, and a lot of people still don't want to open the door, right? But I hope soon Logan and his brother Jake can open that door to Jesus and can come to faith. Because we know if they can come to faith, it's going to help a lot more people. Their influence is going to grow and stuff like that. And I cannot wait to see if and when, little by little, they start to come closer to Christianity, which I really, really hope that happens. Because, of course, at the end of the day, we want as many people as we can to come to faith, right? And I just want to add one Bible verse. It's Colossians 3:13. And it talks about forgiveness in one another, to forgive one another. And I think that is one of the most important verses in scripture. Just like God forgave us, you should also forgive them. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness. Like how Logan was saying, that is one of the main concepts in our entire faith. It was built on it. Because God forgave us, right? He sent his son, so he forgave us. So, like I was saying, hopefully he can come to his faith. And I would love to see him eventually, like this being part of a testimony, because I've been seeing so many other Christians that are actually coming on YouTube, the YouTube space, because the YouTube Christian space is actually growing pretty big. And hopefully it continues to grow, right? Because the more Christian content we can get out there, the more people of faith we can get out there, the better off our world will be, the more people will see, the more viewership we'll get. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. So anyways, guys, that will end this video. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. And I can't wait to see what comes next, all right? Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Like, subscribe, give me everything and anything you can. Do you have any questions? Let me know. And let me know what you want me to cover next. I would love to have any suggestions from you guys that I can cover. So let's see what happens next. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.